All right, gang, a little something out of the ordinary today on an episode of what Spritz by Fritz is doing in his garage. Is your headliner in your modern daily driver droopy? Is it floppy? Is it hanging down? I hear they have pills to fix that these days. Actually, seriously, I got a headliner here. I bought new material. I bought it off of eBay, and I tell you, it's the wrong material. It's suede. It's not the right color, but this is the second time I did it. I wasn't paying attention when I did the click buy it now thing. The first time I sent it back, it was a really dark gray. This comes kind of close. My wife's 1998 Volkswagen Beetle. I'm just kind of fixing it up, cleaning it up so I can sell the car. It runs great and everything, it's high mileage, but the headline is hanging down. That's going to be a big deterrent when you try and sell it. The interior shop wanted something like, I don't know, I asked them if it was like $200, $250 or something like that. So I'm going to guess that anywhere between $200 and $300 is what this is a wee little one. It's going to cost you $200 or $300 to get like a big full size, like a 4-door, I don't know, Park Avenue or something like that if you got a little car, to have that done. It's really not the most difficult thing in the world, so it's like, I'll do it myself. So I bought this suede material, it's kind of close. Let me put this down here. And the headliner, you know, all headliners in cars have this cardboard fiberglass shell thing, and try and get it to do it so you can see. And you can see how that material, how it's saggy and hanging down, right? So there it is there, you can see when I go like this. So yeah, all you gotta do is just pull this off. I'll show you how to do that. We're gonna clean this puppy up, we're gonna glue it, we're gonna put the new material on. And like I say, I'll try and hold this up. New material, you're not looking up when you drive. It's not really gray. It's got a green cast to it. But hey, I'm, like I said, what's the car? 23, almost 25 years old. So, that's the project. How to take care of a headliner and do it yourself at home with, I don't know, basic BS and whatnot. Let's get to it. I don't know how your car is set up or what it's going to be like, but there's a little map kind of reading light here for the vanity light for the mirror. Also in here, the clock is still in here, but they're held in by these like wire cages here. You can see it there. There's one over here for the overhead mirror jammy. So we're going to want to get those out of here, and we're not going to want to destroy this. Be careful doing it. I'm just going to try and catch it and pry it up, because we're going to need to reuse these things, because whatever option you have clicks into this. So I'm just going to try and do this gingerly. I got these little pliers here that are kind of angled and stuff. That should help quite a bit. There we go. And there you go. So I guess I gotta get the rest of these out. Get the, look at that, that's the boss texting me now. But I gotta get the clock out of here, and you don't want to destroy any of the styrofoam stuff. Little things like this, leave them glued on there. And now that stuff's all pulled off, pulling up the old material is probably going to be the easiest part of the job. And you're only going to get the material that's going to leave all the gippity-goppity goop and glue and stuff behind, the foam. It's going to get real messy. I don't even know when they started doing this one-piece headliner thing. I'm used to the old bows in the car, and you had to hem it over the steel and use the windshield gasket to hold it in place and stuff. I'm used to those old days. That goes right in the trash can. And I'll bring this over and show you, and all you're left with is this, and this foamy glue stuff. See all this? Now we got to get all that off. A Lots of laughs, lots of laughs. So let me get this set up and I'll show you how to do that. Now, real simple. This is a scrub brush, you know, for doing your nails, getting all the grease out of here and out of calluses and stuff. So in some spots the foam is kind of light, in some spots it's thicker. All you gotta do is take this, hold it however you want, and just work that area. This is all there is to it to get this stuff off. Don't use your wife's best scrub brush thing. Go get one of your own. You don't need to hear it later on. I'm going to go ahead and dump that in the trash can. Let me show you now how clean it is, see? Not too shabby. So I gotta just finish up. Keep scrubbing away. And I'll try and scrub off as much as I can. We'll come back tomorrow. Well, for you it'll be a few seconds like I always say. For me it'll be tomorrow. And we'll keep going and get this headliner done. Alright gang, this is what we got. I tried to shake off as much of the loose stuff as possible as I could, but I'm going to have to take it outside and blow it off with the air gun. So let's go do that right now. Not too shabby. I got a couple little spots here and there where some of the old foam is still hanging on. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to get an old Scotch-Brite and just kind of go over it quick, and we'll blow it off again. You can see that it totally gets some of the little residue that's left behind using the Scotch-Brite. Let me zoom that in for you so you can see. When I get all this done here, like I say, we'll take it outside, we'll blow it off again, and start laying up that material. I don't know if this is the right stuff or not, but this is what I got. This is the stuff I used to put the albino Wookiee fur in the Baja Bandito. So, got almost a whole can. Had on my paint shaker shaking it up. So that's what we're going to use. It's what I got. So I got the material just kind of laying on here. You know, it's kind of place it to where I know it's going to cover the whole thing. I got enough hanging off on each side and whatnot. So I'm going to just kind of take it, move it halfway back. We'll do this side first. It'll be good to start from like the middle and work your way out. All right, so I'm just going to load this up. This obviously doesn't spray a whole lot of material out. And it's kind of tough to see, but we're getting it. And just kind of use your hand and push it out. You don't want it to catch and stick too much. While you're working it. I grab the front material and flip it back to where you started with the glue. Move this around so you can see. And now we'll move forward. In these bump areas, the convex and concave areas, are going to be a bit of a pain, but you just got to kind of maybe stretch the material as you're working it and get over it. So I'm going to work this material up just so far, here maybe, and I'll go back and hit smaller areas at a time. Now for some of these little tight spots, maybe using a squeegee or something, I don't know, I've never done it, but maybe that might be a good thing, so I'm gonna keep one handy right there. Same deal, we're gonna just push on this, hold it down, and lay it up nice. Now if you think you got a spot, like I think this is puffy here, you might want to just peel it back, spray some more glue in there, and just try and stretch it and lay it down. At least the best that you can, because once your stuff sticks, it sticks pretty good. Now I'm going to cut back maybe an inch or so, and I'm going to fold those edges over. So I'm just going to kind of guide it with my finger and pull a nice slice out of here. Now we're going to glue the edges, the material, to the back side of the headliner board. In some spots, like corners like this, you're going to want to take the razor blade and just give it a couple ticks so it'll make it easy to fold over. But don't cut it so much that it shows through on the other side there. There you go, guys, not too shabby. We still have to cut the holes out for like the overhead clock and where the mounts go for the sun visors and stuff, so let's get on that, we'll get that over with. But all in all, it's pretty good. I had to take some lacquer and get the glue off my fingers. I was starting to stain it. in some spots. But like I say, it's a 20-something-year-old car, so I'm not going to be so concerned about it. I got one spot right here on the passenger side, but we'll get these holes cut. We'll put those metal reinforcements back in, and then we just got to put it back in the car. Now I'm going to say, if you got an X-Acto knife, this might be the way to go after some of these tight holes, or any of these holes, because it's going to be a lot easier to turn the blade and everything instead of using like one of those single-edge flat razor blades. I'm just going to go ahead and cut these out. And they're going to be flush cut. Try and do it without slicing my finger open. So one, just got to put these little reinforcement jammies back in. Just going to push it in and bend all the tabs back over. All right, gang, not the worst thing in the world. Looks pretty good. All the spots up and around here, around the lumpy bumpies, with how, I don't know what the how's and whys. My clock goes there, my rear view mirror mount goes here. This is for courtesy lights, and the visor, sun visors go here, so not too shabby. Take a look at that. Fits in there pretty good. I got all the edges here on the back side, you can see. All folded over. So I think that's enough for me for today. Let that sit. I'll put it back in the car, and I'll show you guys what it looks like inside the car, so you can see that I did a pretty good job for a guy that's never done it before in his garage in his backyard. So yeah, so for whatever the cost of the material is, I think I paid like $70 for the suede. Like I said, I bought one, it was, the gray was too dark, so I returned it to one fella. I bought this from another fella because the picture looked okay, you know, on eBay there. And I didn't realize it was suede, but it's still a little, it's gray, but it's not as light a gray as it should be. But I'm like, it's a 24-year-old car, I'm done with that. But even if it's a little bit the wrong color, it's better than it, like, you know, hanging down on you like this and everything. So I'm not upset about it, you know what I mean? So, and I don't know what a can of the spray glue costs, probably $15. So you gotta figure that's $85. So for less than $100 in your time, you can do this job. You can probably, like I said, this is suede. Your material will probably be like, the first one I bought was like $45 with shipping. So like I said, I got pissed at myself and went and I just bought what I thought looked right. And here we are, so I put it in and we're done, and it's over with, and that's all I care about at this point in time. So like I say, let me get this back in the car, I'll show you what it looks like, and that'll be that. Well gang, this here is my wife's old 1998 Beetle. It's November of 2022. Basically, it's a 25-year-old car, come another month, so it's a legal antique. Go figure. I drive old stuff. So, it's not too bad. It's been a good car to me, to my wife. It's not all banged up. The interior door panels, they're in good shape. On these old Beetles, if anybody knows them, the interiors on these things, they're ratty after a little while. But I kept the car up and took care of it, you know, and I bought my wife a new one. I bought it in 2016 a little while ago, and like I say, I just don't see us using this, so I'm getting ready to sell. The last thing I got to do is this lid lacing that goes on the weather stripping. I'll take care of that later on. I just wanted to get in here and show you guys the headliner in the car. Looks nice. The color's a little off, but it don't look too bad. I'll grab the camera, we'll come on over, I'll show you. All right, gang. Now it's kind of dark in the car. but I did bring my little flashlight. And I'm sorry about my amateur camera work, but not too bad. The color doesn't look completely too radically off to me. I should probably have showed you this outside in the daylight, but I want to button this up. And hey, it looks pretty good. It's suede, so it always looks like those fingerprints and stuff. I don't know how to take care of that other than go in there with like a comb and brush it all in one direction. But hey, it looks pretty good. All cleaned up, nice and done. Actually, with that wind lacing off, it doesn't look too bad. Maybe I should pull it off and be done with it. But yeah, looks pretty good. I'm liking it, not too shabby. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Color's not so far off. And hey, it's not hanging down. So it'll make the car saleable. This will be, you know, probably some young girl, and anybody really. It'll be a great first car or just something to get back and forth to work for a while. As long as you keep on, you keep on top of oil, you do oil and filter changes, stuff lasts. That's all you got to do. But I know this was out of the normal for what you usually come to my YouTube channel to see, but hey, I was doing it. I thought I'd film it. Everybody drives late model cars, you know, as daily drivers. Headliners are always coming down, and it's really not so bad to take care of it. You can do it inside of a day. You know, you get yourself a couple of Chips Ahoy cookies and a chocolate milk, you're all set, right? So, I guess that's it. Thank you for stopping by, guys, and checking out the stupid things I do in my garage, basically. And this was one of them. But went by pretty quick. It was easy to do, and I'm satisfied. I hope you guys are. Hope we all learned something new. Kind of like Bill Cosby and Fat Albert. If you're not careful, you just might learn something. So check out my website, SpritsByFritz.com. You can become a Patreon member. All sorts of different ways to support the channel and the goofy things that I do. I appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.